How you guys doing? Welcome to Crow City Podcast, and with us today we have none other than Canas. How you doing, Canas?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Tell us about Canas.
CANAS is a writer from San Gabriel Valley, California, Southern California, on his second life.
How you came up with the name Canas?
I was asleep in class, and I have a patch of CANAS in my hair. I didn't know at the time, and I was asleep, and a classmate woke me up. It's like, hey, fool, you have paint in your hair. I went home, and it didn't come off. I was like, oh shit, CANAS. But at the time, I was writing something else. So like, it never came to thought that that's what I was gonna be writing.
When you realized it, like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna start writing Canas.
I think it was like the first or second time I got caught with the name I was writing with. And then I started like, damn, I gotta switch it up because I don't want my pad to get hit. I didn't switch it up because everybody thought the name was funny. And that shit was like, damn, all right. I think I got caught again. They raided my pad. And that's when I was like, all right. Yeah, and I ran with it. And then at the time I had a cousin too that was younger than me. And he was writing Cinto. It was like a little partner in crime. Oh, hopefully I have enough paint. And we gone.
What have been put you on this path?
I would have to say my cousin. I had a cousin that used to write, and I used to just see his black books.
How old was he?
I think he was like 14, 15, hitting the black books. Not sure if he was painting out in the streets, but by the time I was 15, he was. I was driving him around with my Diaz car.
So the first time that you like hold this break-in was with your cousin?
Yeah, I could say that. He would take me with him on his missions, but I wouldn't paint, I would just drive. Or he would just have me wait in case. But the first time I went painting was with him, I think, and we hit a train. I hit like 4 or 5 trains with like 2 or 3 cans.
Was you writing canas or no?
Nah, it was a different name at the time. Matter of fact, let me shoot these bitches up.
How you develop your style, like your stilo, how it got developed over the time?
If you go back to like when I first started writing canas, everything, I try to always connect my letters. Not cursive, but it just had to connect. Whether each letter was touching and the outline didn't go all the way through the letters, but it would break. My style, for me, I think it's always been simple and clean, legible. I want people to read. I want a little funk in my style. I like simple and clean.
Most of your work is on the freights. Why you decided to take that route?
I think it was because that was the first thing I ever hit with my cousin. I think it just stuck with me. And where I live close to a main Union Pacific yard. I can't hit it. Well, I haven't tried hitting it.
You'll see the freights coming in and out.
Well, I didn't really pay attention to them. I just always heard them. And I didn't really pay attention to the graph on them or nothing like that.
How difficult is to know or understand the game inside the yard?
I didn't really have anybody teaching me about the game or anything like that. I was just, all the homies that I was painting with were all pretty much teaching each other. We didn't have no OGs or nothing like that teaching us. Like the people that I'm painting with now, they're the ones that are showing me a little bit more about it, you know what I mean? How to respect the yard. But ever since I started painting trains, I always try to pick up my mess. When I was younger, I didn't know about covering the numbers. I used to go over the numbers. I didn't know. I didn't have no one, like I said, telling me, yo, do this or do that. So As I went along, I started learning, I started seeing videos, trying to pay attention to like what other writers were doing. Yeah, that way I could learn, and that way I can just get better.
In your own words, what's graffiti? There is no wrong answer.
Graffiti to me is I guess is my new life. This is my second life. I was doing it before, you know what I mean? But I feel like with graffiti, it's taking me places that I wouldn't have gone. Or maybe I would have had gone, you know what I mean? But definitely I wouldn't have met the people through that scene, you know what I mean? I would have probably just been going, trying to get drunk at bars or some bullshit like that.
This is my favorite part of the podcast, the questions we get from IG. And the first question is,
How many frays do you think you have done?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I used to count them. I used to keep track of them. But then, like I said, I'm forgetful of things. There'll be times like I'll start doing the roller, and by the time I'll be done, I'll be like, yo, I want to take a picture of the numbers. That way I know what train it is, and I'll forget. So I'll be like, oh, damn. So, yeah, I stopped counting. I'm hoping at least above 700. But this is over a span of, since I first started writing canas, I think in like 2009 till now.
Any advice you have for someone starting in the freight scene?
Not to be disrespectful or anybody, to anybody, you know what I mean? Starting, practice first before you hit a train. And if you know you can't burn what you're capping, don't try. And if you do cap everything, literally everything, don't try to leave no, it don't matter if it's the color of the background, cap everything.
have you capped it before?
I try not to cap, but I have. Yeah, I try to be respectful as much as I can to like the trains. There's a lot of times I do go to the yards and there's shit I could cap, but I just leave.
What happened to your hand?
We're just in a bad area at the time. I got shot. I lost my life, but I had some doctors, some really good doctors, you know what I mean, who didn't give up.
How many shots? How was it?
I think it was 3 shots. My legs, my right side, my arm. I blocked it. I think I'm not too sure. I just remember hearing the shots and hitting the ground, and that was it.
How you view things after that?
I'm not trying to beef with nobody. You know, I'm in this art game because I'm just trying to have fun, paint trains. Not only that, I respect people.
How hard was it to start the transition from using your right hand to your left one?
I had to get used to it. I would practice. I would practice in my backyard.
How was your state of mind after the incident? Was you motivated to keep pushing?
Nah. I was like, fuck, I'm done. I'm done. This is it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be able to write no more. But at the time, I looked at my letters and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. You're not dumb. As a person, you could see your letters, and you can see the way they are, and be like, damn, this shit looks swag. You know what I mean? You gotta be hard on yourself. At least in the letter game. You know what I mean? That way you could advance. That's what I do. That's why when people always like, hey, your letters are clean. Man, if you ask them, like, hey, what did Kana say about his letters? He's always gonna say, that shit was whack. Because I always try to see something I could work on and get better on. And for me, it's my being crispy. I want my shit to look like a sticker. And like, I know I'm never gonna make that shit look like a sticker because I'm out in the freight. There's wind. Sometimes I'm paranoid. It's like, fuck. Like, I gotta rush some shit.
The little dents on the freight too, right?
Yeah, the little dents, you know what I mean? Little by little though, trying to get better at them. Like today I painted a train today and like, I liked the way it came out, but at the same time I was like, damn, I could have done better. Fuck.
How you have time to do full freight cars without them moving on you?
Some yards, the trains stay there for a while, at least all day. But yeah, even if I know that the train's gonna be there 1 or 2 days, I try to get in and out. So if people try to come and talk to me, I say what's up, yo, what's good. But to try to have a conversation while I'm doing a whole cart, I'm pretty sure people have. Like, they have tried to talk to me, and not to be disrespectful to them or anything, but I'm trying to get it done. Like, I try talking to them, but it's hard. I can't multitask.
How long does it take you to do a whole auto wreck?
Depending. Right now I'm painting with, I'm pretty sure you guys all know him. It's a Nike. He's out there, and he's showing me a lot about that. He's always hitting me up about the paint deals, where to go get them, when there's strains. He's dope as fuck. Yeah, and yeah, for the age that he is, he motivates me. I'm still young, so I see it like, yo, if he's still out here doing it, killing these auto wrecks, like, yo, I'm trying to be next to him. Like, hell yeah, let's get it. Yeah, like I said, depending on my yards. The yards out there are pretty burnt out. I try to rush them. Some take me like 3 hours, some 4. If I have everything, all the right tools, and the weather's right, and everything's going right, and I'm just in my zone, probably 2.5 hours, 2:45.
And this is just rolling that shit.
Just
right?
rolling.
What's one of the biggest lessons you have learned?
Stick to your own lane. Be humble. Just be humble.
What should be the go-to train model for someone starting?
Start with the hoppers or the stackers. Those are good starter trains, I would say. They're small. The hoppers are tall. You might need a step stool because they're high up, but they're flat. The stackers, they're low. They're small.
Any plans for the future regarding the freight scene?
More whole carts. I'm trying to just hit trains that I haven't hit before. Accordions, the Kansas City Automaxes. I haven't hit none of those. There's a lot of trains. There's a lot of trains that I haven't hit.
Any advice for the future generation?
Each one teach one, you know what I mean? Each one teach one. Don't, when someone tries to tell you, like, something about your style, they're not hating. They just want to see your style to be better. You know what I mean? Crispier and stuff like that. That's why I appreciate the people who tell me, like, yo, do this or do that to your bum. I never take it as like, yo, these people are hating. Low key, they're saying my shit's swag. Nah. And even if they are, cool. I'll make it look better. Or, all right, let's see how long you're gonna be painting. Don't get mad if you did paint a new train and someone that has been doing this for a longer time and has a better, not a better style, but a more developed style, because of course they worked at it over the years, caps you or paints over you. Take it as like, oh, like, cool, I know I need to get better. That way it don't happen again. Because I know my shit's been capped. So me, I'm like, the more my shit gets capped, the more I'm gonna try to put it out there so I could get better. And people see it like, damn, he's getting better. I don't wanna cap this.
Before we finish, do you have a phrase or quote you go by?
And this one, my homie Optic says, respect the yard and the yard will respect you. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's true. When you pick up your trash, you respect the yard, you don't fucking leave your shit behind, don't tag on numbers. If the workers come, respect what they're doing. If they let you paint, you know what I mean? Fucking just respect the yard, don't cap people, like I said. If you do it properly. We're all beginners. So like, don't get discouraged when people tell you your shit's whack or some shit like that. Use it as motivation. Because we all started like that. We all developed our own style.